Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to the Lifestyle Buffet. If you're a parent out there and you find yourself wondering, how can I be a better parent to my kids? Or you have desires to be the best parent to your kids, and you want to be better than your parents were to you, this video is for you. I've got several tips that I want to share with you that are going to help you to be that parent, not a perfect parent, but that perfect fit of a parent that your kids need in order for them to grow up into the adults and parents themselves in the future that they need to be for their kids. So we're going to jump right into it. What I need you to understand is being a great parent and being the best parent that you can be, it starts with being the best you that you can be. It all starts with you, because at the end of the day, humans, we learn through modeling. If you look at any society, any place on this planet, we all learn best through modeling. So it doesn't really matter what all you say to your kids. They're gonna learn the most through what they see you do. They're gonna learn the most through the things that they hear you say, because they're gonna repeat what they see you do. They're gonna repeat the things that they hear you say. Your belief systems, they're gonna adopt those. Your habits, your vices, a lot of times they're gonna adopt those. So understand, if you want to be a great parent and you want to help your kids be the best version of themselves that they can be, you gotta be the best version of you. So do the work on you first. That's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. 5 areas where you should be working to become the best version of yourself. Like I said, not perfection. There's never going to be a perfect parent out here. We all fall short some area. But it's about being the best version of yourself so that you can be the best possible model for your kids. And that way, you just give them a great example of what to model after. And yeah, your kids, they're not going to adopt everything. They're not going to do everything that you model after. They're their own person. But all you can do is just present the best things that out there for them. Show them the way, be an example, and trust that the main things that they need, they will pick up on, and they will take that and carry and with them into their own lives. And then eventually when they become parents, they'll pass those things along. That's all you can do. So if you want to be a great parent, that means you ought to be modeling being a great parent and being a great human physically by being the most healthiest and in the best shape that you can be in. We can't be neglecting this anymore, that not being healthy and in great shape isn't important. It is. And if you're a parent out here that you don't really see the value in that, or you don't think it's important, trust me, it is, because in order for longevity and health, you need to have an active and fit lifestyle. And being fit and active is great for your mentality, your emotional well-being, and your self-esteem. So as parents, you have to be modeling that. If you aren't doing that, I'm looking at you. That's something that you need to change so that you can model that to your kids. Mentally, what is your belief system? There's a lot of people out here that you have limiting beliefs on what you can do and what you can accomplish. You may have given up on your dreams. You may have just settled for the life that you thought, oh, I just gotta just settle for this. If that's the mentality that you have, or you have doubts and you stuck with fears, your kids are likely gonna adopt those. And if you don't want your kids to be living the same life that you are, and you truly want them to accomplish their dreams and their aspirations, they can't afford to have the same fears and limiting beliefs that you have. So you need to go to therapy, find a mindset coach, or tap in with me. This is what I do. But you gotta find some type of resource to help you to do the work to clean that up, to heal whatever fears and doubts traumas that you have that make you feel that you can't go out here and accomplish major aspirational things, because you can, for one. And you need to do that in order to be that great role model that your kids need. So, like I said earlier, it starts with you, and you don't want to leave that type of model and pass on generational fears, lack of belief, limiting beliefs, and doubts, because those are generational curses that do get passed on. So if you want to be a great parent, that's another area that you got to be working on. Emotionally, that's number 3. There's a lot of parents that you may be grown, you may be full adults, but you've experienced childhood trauma and you haven't healed that. And I need you to understand, just because you may not be a teenager, that teenager version of yourself that experienced whatever traumatic experiences you had, or that young kid that dealt with the trauma that you experienced, whether in school, your family, or whatever it is, whether you understand it or not, if you haven't done the work to heal those parts of you that experience trauma and pain, those things still exist in you, and you're gonna have emotional scars. And if you have emotional scars, that's gonna affect how you move, how you interact and behave with people. It's gonna affect how you behave with your kids, how you interact with them, the love and the support and the care you give them. It's gonna affect your emotional state and how you are as a parent. And understand, if you don't heal these things, your scars may end up scarring your kids. And you don't want to do that to your kids. So when I say becoming the best parent of yourself, doing the healing, if you got to go to therapy, do what you got to do. But one of the things that you don't want to do as a parent is to traumatize your kids or pass on your traumas to your kids. That's not fair to them. They didn't ask for that. They didn't even ask to come here. So if you still hurting, you still in pain, you still got wounds, go get your healing, go get your shit together so that you can be a great parent and that loving, guiding, nurturing, supportive parent that your kids need. Straight up, period. And I'm harping on that heavily because that's one of the biggest things that I see out here. Don't matter if somebody's black, white, Hispanic, blue, Asian, that's something you see across the board. And we gotta be better as parents with that. That's a must. Number 4, financially. If you're somebody that grew up in poverty or you grew up not having, and you have a limiting belief or a negative relationship with money, scarcity, living paycheck to paycheck, or struggling to get by, you have debt issues, you have to learn how to become financially literate. Understanding how finances work, how to save, invest money, how to have financial abundance, and to be able to have stability. Because if you don't have these things, you're gonna pass those habits, those belief systems, that scarcity, you're gonna pass it on to your kids. I can speak from personal example. I'm in the process now of cleaning up scarcity. For so many years, I lived with scarcity around money. I had a negative relationship towards money, and just, dang, I'm not gonna have enough. Dang, I gotta worry about this. Dang, I gotta worry about that. I don't blame my parents because they didn't know. A lot of times, that's something that may have been passed on from their parents. But when you know better, you do better. And I had to learn that there is no scarcity. There is no lack of money out here. You know, money is just a tool, and you use it to build more money, to build more resources for you to have money. And it's a value exchange. The more value that you give to society, the more value and money comes back. These are things that you have to teach your kids. You have to teach them when they get money, whether you give them allowance, if you give them $20 or if you give them $50 or whatever it is you give them, you got to teach them, don't spend the whole thing. Save $5 out of that $25. If you give them $50, save $10. So you have money down the road. If there's something you need to buy, you got this money put to the side for it. These are things you got to teach them so that they can have stability. Or if it's something that they can spend that'll help them make more money or that'll really add value to their life, teach them how to invest. These are things you got to start teaching your kids. But you got to learn this first. I keep telling you all throughout this video because I really want you to get it. It starts with you as a parent. If you don't know these things, then you got to learn these things and these habits around money and finances so that you can model that and pass these things on to your kids so that they don't have to have the same struggles that you had and they can be even better. And then with them being better, they'll learn more. And then your grandkids, they'll be better. And that's how you build a great family tree and pass on great generational wealth and great generational values. That's what it is. So listen, we talked about physically, we talked about financially, we talked about emotionally, we talked about mentally, and that's what I need you all to understand. These are the areas. I feel like I forgot one. If I forgot, oh well, I'll go back to it if I did forget. But these are the things that you have to be working on yourself as a parent, becoming the best version of yourself so that you can pass those things along to your kids and be the best role model that you can for your kids so that they can grow up and be even better, because that's the dream of any parent, is to make sure that you set your kids up to have more and to be better than you were. And these are how you got to do it. You got to grow and be better so that they can be better. So if you want to be a great parent, you want to be the best parent that you can be, or you trying to improve and be better, there's things that you don't feel like you're doing enough. These are just some nuggets that'll help you. And speaking of being enough, I need you to understand that you're always enough. It's not by accident that you're the parent of your kids and you're in the situation that you're in. All you can do is to be the best you that you can be for your kids and to do the best that you can to set them up where, they can grow up and learn the values that they need, where if God forbid you close your eyes, you can close your eyes and rest peacefully knowing that, you know what? I know my kids are going to be okay. They're going to make it and they're good. That's what you want to do. So understand, if you feeling like you're not enough, you are enough. Just be the best parent you can be. If you listening to this, you are your kid's superhero. I know a lot of kids, they may watch Superman, Iron Man, Black Panther, Batman, whatever Superman hero, Spider-Man. No, you're their superhero. And I need you to understand that and feel that in your heart. So understand, just go out and be the best you and be the best parent to your kids, and understand that you got it and that where you go, that starts with you. You set the tone for your kids, and where they go, at some point it'll be on them, but it initially starts with you. So if this video brought any value to you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share, and help me get this message out to more parents that need this information so that they can build a better quality life for them and their family. And I've got a community. I'm leaving the information in the comment section. Join my Discord where I give a lot of value and a lot of information and resources that'll help you to be a better parent. You can do that. Follow me over on IG. If this brought any value, again, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this and help me get this out, because we're building a generation of better parents. It's a new day and it's a new age. So without further ado, that's all I got. I want you to know that the parent that you always strive and aspire to be, you already got it. So I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And like I always say, where you go and what you do in your life, that's 100% on you. And you got it, fam. So until next time, peace and love.